What's up YouTube, Gushi here. In this video we're going to be going over the only stealth build that you'll ever need. With this build you're not going to have to go around chasing enemies. All the enemies are going to be coming straight to you for all those juicy chain assassinations. We'll be going over the gear, the skills, and the charms needed for this build, as well as a variation to this build that might suit your playstyle a little bit better. I'll also be explaining some of the stealth mechanics and how they work, because they play a crucial role in why some of the stealth charms aren't suitable for this build. So starting off with the charms, we're going to be using the charm of Tsukuyomi, which will have assassinated enemies drop additional ammo. And the second charm is the charm of Hori no Mikoto, which will keep you hidden when assassinating enemies from the grass. The rest of the charms are honestly up to you. The only charms I don't advise you to use are the charm of shadows, which reduces enemy detection speed by 10% each, and the charm of hidden sight, which has enemies stop hunting you for 40% faster. And I'll go over the reasons why after I explain the main playstyle for this build. So you may just be thinking, oh, he's just going to use the firecracker to bring all the enemies in. But what if I told you there was a better way that doesn't require any ammo, has a larger range, and can use as many times as you want? And this can be achieved by taking advantage of the Mongol eagles. Once the eagle's detection bar goes to the red, all the enemies will flock to your location. Ideally, you already want to be hidden in grass, so when you assassinate an enemy, because the charm of Hori no Mikoto lets you remain hidden, other enemies nearby won't detect you. Even slaughtering a leader counts as you assassinating someone, so you don't have to worry about giving away your position when killing leaders as well. With that out of the way, I'll explain what the stealth charms do and why you shouldn't use them. So for the charm of shadows, let's define what enemy detection speed is. In this example, I took off the ghost armor and all the charms of shadows. And as we watch this clip, notice the white bar over the Mongol's head and how fast the meter fills up. Next, we'll equip the ghost armor again and equip 4 charms of shadows. Again, look at the Mongol's white meter, and in this case the meter is filling up really slowly. So detection speed is how fast that meter fills up. And so the reason why we don't want this is so that when we're trying to attract the eagle, we want to gain its attention as fast as possible so that we can duck back into cover. And once we're in cover, it doesn't matter how fast humans detect you, because you're always going to be hidden in the grass. Next, let's look at the charm of hidden sight. This states that enemies stop hunting you 40% faster. So let's define what hunting means. At first I thought this pertained to the yellow bar after the white bar fills up. Once that Mongol is in that yellow state, he leaves his position and starts wandering around to find you. So that could be defined as hunting, so let's try it out. The left clip has no charms equipped, and the right has both hidden sight charms equipped, which should make enemies stop hunting me 80% faster. And for both clips, he goes back to his post around the same time, but definitely not 80% faster. And so what I found out was that once the Mongol hits that red state, he's in this chasing state. And then as you can see, once I break line of sight and remain hidden in the grass, then he goes into this hunting state. And you could tell when he's in this state when he's not actively looking at you and searching the location where he last saw you. And as you can see in the right clip, the Mongol goes back to his post way quicker. Another way you can tell is by opening up the menu and checking if you could fast travel. If Mongols aren't in the hunting state, then you're not in combat, and then you're free to fast travel. And so the reason why you don't want to have this charm equipped is because the last location that the enemy sees you will always be when you're hidden in the grass. The longer they linger near your location, the more time you have to assassinate them. And so that's the ideal gameplay loop. However, there are going to be instances where Mongols don't have eagles with them. In this case, you're just going to have to go into the middle of the camp, pop that firecracker, and then all the enemies come to you that way. As a last resort, if you do blow your cover, always have a smoke bomb equipped as backup. This will allow you to assassinate a couple of enemies, go right back into that patch of grass, and rinse and repeat. And here's a variation to this build which will give you a little bit more mobility. In this case, we are actually using the Charm of Shadows, which will reduce the detection speed. We'll also be using the Fundoshi, so that when we're running around, it's not making any noise. And with this playstyle, you really have to take full advantage of your environment. It's very much a hit and run, and then find cover when you're detected kind of playstyle. And you'll see me do this many times in this video. I'm rounding corners to break line of sight, and rotating between two different patches of grass to kite enemies in for assassination, and then to look for my next target. With that, this wraps up everything you need to know about my stealth build, and I hope you learned something about some of the stealth mechanics as well. If you did, please hit that like button to show your support, and if you'd like to see more builds and info on Ghost of Tsushima, subscribe to always stay up to date on everything I post. Thanks for all the love in the comment section in my previous videos. Hope to catch you in the next one, and peace.
Ой, өнөөхийг чи хардаа. Хаана вэ? Чам харагдаж байна. Хурдан төрнэг олъё. Тэр мөн Оцээ амртаа чиж бари. Алцчихлаа. Алцчихлаа. Би бас алцчихлаа. Аавай, ой, өнөөхийг чи харлаа.